Today, our theme is simply explosive: AI nuclear war. We will analyze a striking video that, in the words of the presenter herself, will make you question everything you thought you knew about big tech companies. What is at stake here is not just a fight of billionaire egos, but the definition of who will control the most powerful technology ever created by humanity. The implications of this affect your daily life, and we will delve deep into this dispute that shapes our future. Milena, the basis of our analysis is a spectacular material.
It is an indispensable material, Rodrigo, and it is essential to make clear that all our discussion is based on the video from Julia McCoy's channel, presented by her, to whom we give all the credit for the research. She begins the analysis with the trigger of everything: a 61-page lawsuit filed by Elon Musk's xAI. The video exposes the central claim that Apple, with its 65% of the smartphone market, and OpenAI, with 80% of chatbots, are joining forces to create a monopoly. It is a very serious accusation that sets the tone for the entire narrative presented by her.
Exactly. And Julia McCoy delves into this issue, showing how this alliance works in practice. Think about it. Every time you ask Siri a question, ChatGPT learns. The video highlights that billions of interactions from hundreds of millions of iPhones flow directly into a single AI system. But the complaint goes further. Musk claims that Apple manipulates its App Store. The Grok app has a rating of 4.9 but is ignored in the featured lists, while ChatGPT reigns supreme. In practice, the choice is being made by you through Apple's algorithms.
And to understand the escalation of the conflict, Julia brilliantly divides it into 3 stages. The first is betrayal. She reminds us that Musk co-founded OpenAI as a non-profit project. In 2017, he wanted to turn it into a company with himself as CEO, but the other founders refused, and he left. Here, I dare to disagree a little with the simplicity of the word betrayal. Sources like Semaphore claim that the departure was a power struggle that he lost when trying to take full control. His motivation may have been more complex than just the good of humanity.
Guys, before we start, leave a comment. Is artificial intelligence a bubble about to burst and cool down? Share your opinion in the comments. Let's talk. Returning to the analysis, the second stage that Julia presents to us is building the empire. While OpenAI was exploding, aiming for a valuation of $500 billion and becoming the most valuable private company in history, Musk did not stand still. He built his vengeance empire, founding xAI. And then, in March 2025, he made a strategic move by merging xAI with X, formerly Twitter, silencing critics about the price paid for the social network, and more importantly, preparing his main weapon for what was to come.
This weapon takes us straight to the third stage: war. The fusion gave xAI access to a treasure: real-time data from over 100 million daily users of X. It is the perfect training environment for Grok Musk's AI. Julia McCoy then argues that the Apple-OpenAI partnership was a response to this, with a secret deal of $1 billion. Apple needed AI to not fall behind, and OpenAI needed Apple's reach. It is the consolidation of power that experts have long feared, happening in months, not decades.
And so that there is no doubt about the motivations, Julia presents us with the numbers behind this war. The $500 billion valuation of OpenAI, Apple's $21 billion in iPhone sales in 2024, the over $100 billion of xAI holdings, and SpaceX's $350 billion. She is emphatic. We are not talking about little money. We are talking about control of the next phase of civilization. Whoever controls AI controls search, shopping, entertainment, and even the way we think. The prize is absolute control over the digital economy of the future.
Julia's video exposes the right questions about controlling our digital future. And here, I arrive at my own conclusion, only partially agreeing with the urgency she presents. The concentration of power in the Apple-OpenAI alliance is, without a doubt, dangerous. However, I view Musk's role as a savior of competition with a lot of skepticism. My justification is his track record. He builds ecosystems that are as closed or more closed than his rivals, as in Tesla. His fight for me is not for an open AI future for everyone, but for a future where his AI has the chance to dominate the market.
Your justification is perfect, Milena. The hypocrisy on all sides is evident. But here I conclude differently, more in agreement with the central thesis of the video. For me, Musk's motives are secondary. The process itself is a public benefit. My reason is simple. He brings to light the secret agreements and practices that shape our digital lives without our consent. The transparency forced by this fight is our only weapon as consumers. Perhaps we don't have a hero in this story, but the conflict Julia exposed gives us the necessary information to fight for our future.
This video doesn't end now. It continues with us chatting in the comments. If you find this video interesting, I invite you to become a channel member and like this video. Up here on the right, I will leave a video suggestion for you to continue with me.
Exactly. As always, thank you very much for watching. I am Rodrigo, she is Milena, and we'll see you next time with more news.